blockbuster trade that went through the roof this morning, and I couldn't wait to talk about it tonight. Then another trade happened right before we even came on. So for those who didn't know, blockbuster trade, the Dallas Mavericks have traded their star player, franchise player. I guess he's not that star that he thought, Luka Doncic, to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. That's the blockbuster trade heard around the world. So the full trade, where Dallas, they would receive Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and the Lakers' first round pick. The Lakers would get Luka, Max Keebler, and Markieff Morris. The Jazz is also in the trade, and they will also get guard Jalen Hood Scafino and basically 2 second-round picks. In their system. What do you think about the trade?
That's wild. That's a wild trade. It's kind of interesting why Dallas would do that trade and then Lakers would accept the trade. You know what I'm saying? So it's like very weird because it doesn't seem like a smart move from either part. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not for Dallas's part.
I
well, actually, they probably seen a reason and they pulled the trigger, but then to Lakers to be like, well, I want it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, did you know a reason why they let him go? You feel me? So it's like, I mean, y'all all got film tape, so y'all should see what they see. So
yeah,
I don't know. That's a wild trade.
Looking at this trade, I mean, I have to be honest with you, bro. Like basketball wise, if we're talking about a healthy Anthony Davis, then this trade would make sense, right? But it still don't make sense because Luka is supposed to be your franchise player. This is somebody that you built the team around. This is somebody that you brought in Kyrie Irving to help him take some of the load off his chest and pause. And you see how far that they went last year. They had a real shot going all the way last year. And me personally, I didn't think that was able to be able to happen because defensively, you got Luka and Kyrie together. You can't expect to be defensively, a team that's going to need their stops defensively in crunch time. Even though, Kyrie is not necessarily a suspect defender, but, he's not a stopper neither, but he can make stops. So this is not about Kyrie. As magical as Kyrie is. But it still doesn't make sense because you're trading a franchise player, and no disrespect to Anthony Davis, he's not looked at as a franchise player right now. He's looked at as a secondary all-star right now. So, but Dallas, to me, I mean, if Anthony Davis could come in healthy, he could go back to playing his natural position, which is the forward position, the power forward position. He's playing with Gafford and Lively, who are, 2 centers. And, you got Kyrie, you got Clay on the outside. They got pieces that can help them move forward. Now, Dallas Mavericks said that they was willing to do the trade because Luka has been gaining weight. So Luka, who naturally plays around like 230, he's ballooned up to. They saying he's really at 270 right now. And mind you, he's a point guard. So they feel like he's on the hefty side. And, if the Lakers wanted to do the deal, they did the deal. So that was part of the reasoning on why each pulled the trigger. What do you think about that?
I get that, but it's still a loss for the Lakers because you still getting a fat Luka Doncic. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you make that trade? You feel me? He was fat in Dallas. He's going to be fat in the Lakers. What's going to be the difference?
The only thing is, I will say this about Luka game. He's still been averaging 30 points a game, right? The thing is, if he could be healthy or be in shape, he could be even better than what he's doing now.
And he could have been in shape at Dallas.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. So it's like if the trade still doesn't make sense if the person, the individual, doesn't want to lose the weight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I see in the clip of bro last season when they won one of the games, the playoffs, bro had a beer in his hand. Like, nah. What you doing?
He had a brew?
He had the whole brew. Like, you won the whole chip. Nah, son. See, that's the mentality. There's like Dallas was like, nah, we out of here with that.
Yeah.
So it's like, if the mentality is like that, how's it gonna better the Lakers? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, maybe they got better training in Lakers. I don't know.
Well, the way they looking at it too, they looking at it because LeBron is there. That because LeBron is such a professional and a class act, that professionalism or hard work is gonna rub off on the young Luka. Because remember, Luka's only 25. That is like, all right, well, this 40-year-old man going hard and you know and working, then I'm gonna do the same thing. So they hoping that is gonna rub off on Luka and for him to get in shape. I mean, it's a much bigger market. Me personally, I would rather play in Dallas because it's still a great big market, and you don't have to pay state tax. So, you know what I'm saying? LA, they tax you crazy in LA. So, all right. So we got that trade out the way. But think going back to that trade, right? If me and you, worked in the trade office, and they like, and the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks, they like, yo, we just traded Luka, so it's like, all right, cool. And they tell us Anthony Davis. No disrespect to Anthony Davis, but he's not considered a star. And they tell us Anthony Davis. What do you think our reaction would be immediately?
If we was in the front office or work in the office, they probably know nuances, you know what I'm saying? That we don't not too privy to. So probably having somebody that is a better fit as far as a working relationship might make it that much more suitable for other people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his attitude wasn't, you know what I mean, suitable for work. Like, these people work. This is a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because they play ball, this is a job. You know what I'm saying? So you going to the office to work. So if we can't work together, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be done. You gotta get moved out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because the working relationship has to be good for anything to move forward.
I just think if you're gonna move a guy like Luka, you need to get a superstar. Anthony Davis is a great player. He's a star player. His talent, I mean, he's top 5 talent at his position. When you think of the power forward position, you're going to think of Tim Duncan. You're going to think of Kevin Garnett. You're going to think of Anthony Davis. You're going to think of guys in that magnitude, right? He's in that conversation when he's healthy. His talent when he's healthy, it rivals all power forwards. Dirk Nowitzki, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley. It rivals all of those guys. But he hasn't been able to keep healthy. So, like, what are we doing? So, in my opinion, if I'm gonna trade a guy like Luka, it better be, Anthony Edwards on the other end of that line. It better be SGH on the other end of that line. Another young superstar that I can build my team around. So I just think it was a trash trade all around, to be honest with you. I'm not happy with either or. This is the reason why I think the NBA is a trash ass league, because they do things out of shock value and not things that make sense. Because there's no way that you have a guy that's overweight, but he's still a superstar. He still put him damn near 30 points a game. And he traded for a guy who is probably more talented than he is. Anthony Davis is probably more talented than Luka, to be honest with you. But his nutrition is a factor. Him being able to stay healthy, his endurance is a factor. So I think it's a trash ass trade, and on top of that, hence the reason why the NBA has been a trash ass league. This is the reason why. Nothing makes sense. This is the type of trade you're making your 2K, where it don't make sense. You go play your boy, you play against his version of the Bulls, and on his version of the Bulls, he got Donovan Mitchell, or just all the nice dudes on one team. Is pretty much he got Clay, KD, LeBron, and Joker all playing on the same team. You playing against a team like, yo, how you get all these dudes on one team, bro? Nah, chill. Don't worry about all that. Like, what you mean, bro? This is 2K, bro. Trash ass league, bro. This is the reason why. Even my scarf is falling off. This scarf is for my mother, right? This is why I'm wearing it. And the spirit of my mother is falling off because this is a trash ass league. It's a trash ass league. Nothing makes sense with the NBA. Nothing makes sense with the NBA. I just it's trash. Just your life is crap. Like, first you wanted to be a stick-up kid. Now you're a basehead. Like, that's the NBA to me right now. They want Nino Brown talking to Pookie vibes right now. That's how I feel about the NBA right now. Just a trash ass league. Second trade that went through before we came on air. De'Aaron Fox had been traded for Zach LaVine. So this is how this trade went out. So the Spurs, they get De'Aaron Fox, an all-star, a super all-star. So they get him and they pair him up with Wemby. Great for the Spurs. They get him and Jordan McLeod. The Kings, they get Zach LaVine, Silly Croco, and 3 first-round picks. The Bulls, they get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and Kevin Huerter in a pick. Like, and what type of basketball world is this trade even? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just trash, bro. Trash ass moves for trash ass organizations. It just don't make any sense, bro. It just don't make any sense. The Spurs, they're gonna be a much better team with DeAndre Fox. The Kings, are they gonna be better with Zach LaVine? He's a good player, but what is Zach LaVine gonna do that De'Aaron Fox didn't do? So I'm not understanding. What you think of this trade?
It's just the same old stuff. Like none of it makes any kind of sense. But it's the NBA, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So again, that's why I go in on the NBA so hard, because it's a trash ass league. Even the way they do the lottery system, like they should change the lottery system. Like I would get rid of the lottery system if I was them, but because it's the NBA, cool. If you the worst team, then you should get the best pick. Simple and plain. And if they want to keep the lottery system, all right, cool. Keep it for picks around 7 to like 12 or 7 to 14 or something like that. Then it's a lottery around that time. But the top 7 teams, the top 7 trash teams should get the best players. It shouldn't be a lottery for who get, like, yo, we was trash, bro. We won 2 games last year. There's no reason why we won 2 games last year and we get the 10th pick. Like, how do that make any sense, bro? Like, so trash ass league. The NBA has been trash. They should change the lottery system. They should change they should go back to playing man to man only. They should bring back hand check rules. It's a trash ass league. So I've been saying it, and these trades just proved it. Trash ass league. Before I move on, to Stephen A. got dreads. You funny. Okay, Sheila. She trying to make a pass at you, bro. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Nigeria